Salutations! Hello! Welcome back! I have no idea if we're near the end or not. So far we've gone on dates with Scarlet, Yui, Violet, so I guess that leaves Terra and Allie in this in this whole plan to escape the island. Will we actually make it? Who knows? But I hope you guys have been enjoying this ride for for each episode. I know I have, for sure. Anyway, let's get back into it, shall we? Just after we came back, a huge storm hit outside. We just missed it. Hope you two enjoyed your day today. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's time we get the show on the road. Allie took out the master key from her pocket, spun it around the ring with her finger, then put it in the locked door. And we're in! She turned the lock and pulled the door open. Whoa, the door's a little heavier than I thought it would be. Must be soundproof or something. Whatever, let's go. Oh man, not another staircase. They would have saved so much money if they just put this on the main floor. But it wouldn't be very secret then, would it? Secret schmeecret, it's behind a locked door. I guess you'd have a point. Though there was another staircase, it wasn't nearly as long as the one into the lab. We'd been walking down the steps for only a few moments when we saw where they led. This has to be it. The surveillance system? What's it? Can't see the background. A while back, Kat told me all the information on this island was stored in books. They didn't use anything digital or with the internet. I remember that too. I think I remember that. There we go. Well, it's bullshit. They're an evil corporation intent on world domination through fear and control. Of course they have internet. And I think we've just found a way into their closets. Skeletons and all. Skeletons in the closets? Sounds like a pretty big deal. That's an understatement. The information in here could change the tide of the war. It could give the resistance a real fighting chance, I think. But there's more than that too. What do you mean? My dad, mom, and my brother got taken by these guys a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still alive. I was too young to really understand what was happening. If there's anything that could help me find them again, or at least find out what happened to them, it's in this computer. That was the real reason I came here. The whole reason I risked everything. What if it doesn't have what I'm looking for? What if... Allie. Yui ran to Allie's side and hugged her tightly. It's going to be okay. You believe in me, right? She took deep breaths. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm okay now. Thanks, Yui. I didn't do anything. Are you ready? Let's do this. I looked to Violet as Allie prepared to turn the computer on. She looked as concerned as I did, but we couldn't let it show. The screen lit up with a single message. Password required. Well, I did think it was going a little too smoothly. I'm not giving up just yet, though. She tried a few different passwords on the keyboard, but none of them worked. My name? I'm kidding. Damn, I bet only Damien or Kat know this, and there's no way we could just ask them. Silence fell upon the room. It can't end like this, it just can't. I've got an idea. It's not going to involve wrestling zombies again, is it? Hey, I've had better ideas than that. What I mean to say is that I think I have a way to crack the code. I'm a programmer. I can make something that could try all the possibilities for the password. It would take some time, especially if it locks me out after too many attempts, but eventually I'd get the password. Though there's no guarantee we'd get the answer before the show was over. It's a lot better of a shot than I thought we had. Allie ran over to Terra and hugged her tightly. Thank you, you awesome little you. This is nice. Feel free to compliment me more. In the meantime, the rest of us can try to figure out what the password would be as well. That reminds me, I need to tell you guys something important. What's that? I have our escape plan. All this music. All the fanfare. She took out the master key and held it out for us to see. There's a hidden hangar I found by the beach just a little further from where I first found the plane. Now that we have this key and we know that it works, we can use it to disable the hangar security, commandeer a plane, then fly the hell out of here. We practically jumped for joy. I can't believe it, we're almost out of here. It's been a long time coming. Well, soon, but not just yet. With this storm raging, there's no way we're getting anywhere tonight, least of all off the ground. But if there's clear skies tomorrow night, that's where we'll be. What about the computer? Don't you need to crack it before we go? Yeah, what about your family? Well, that'd be the ideal case. But honestly, I've gotten to know you guys and care about you guys, and I've decided that it's more important to save the people I care about that are right in front of me than chase a pipe dream. No, I won't accept it. If I were in your shoes and I was looking for my brothers, and I just gave up looking for them, I'd regret it forever, and I know you would too. But I can't ask you guys to stay here any longer. We're in danger if we stay here. Yui speaks for us too. To have a family that you really care about and that cares about you too, you can't give up on that. We're not going anywhere till we crack that code, even if it takes till the last day. You guys. No, I can't allow it. I won't take that chance with your lives. I'm not backing down on this. What do you think, Eli? Hold on. I'm not sure which one is, We need to take this chance, Allie. I think you need this. There we go, it's the one I wanted. Guys, take a chill pill for a second. I'm a programming god, best of the best. I'm going to have that code cracked by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much, really. Why are you thanking all of us? I'm the one who has to write the code and shit. We laughed together, something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together, and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. That's what the room looks like. After we called it a night, I laid in bed deep in thought. Who'd have thought that I could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? You've got this. Eli, one more thing before we turn in for the night. What's up, Tara? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier and... Oh no. I got no idea. No, I do not like where this is going. How to do this, cuz... I remembered that all I know about hacking are videos of people typing really fast and saying I'm in, and... Tara! I practically flew out of bed. Thank God it was just a nightmare. What does it take to get a good night's sleep on a killer dating show? Come on. Oh boy. What are you smiling about? Hold on. I will not hold... Thank you. I will not touch that save file. I will go back to that. It just feels like things are going pretty well. Here's to hoping it stays that way. Well, don't get too comfortable. You've still got a few days left, and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet, better sooner than later. You cost too much to keep around. Anyway, the million-dollar question, who's today's lucky girl? Why are we here is what I want to know. Because like they had to erase my memory so much, and they had to erase everything. Like, to the point that like there are times where I even forgot my own name. My own name is the only thing that they kept intact. So there must be a reason. That'd be... So tomorrow it's going to be either Terra or Allie. It's probably best if we go with Terra. But doesn't Terra need time to crack the code? Nah, I already finished making the code breaker. It's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we've both done our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Terra. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why's that? I don't know. You're some super spy from some super secret organization. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but that sounds good to me. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Scarlet, Violet, Yui, I'm gonna need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. Sweet, alright. Right, Eli. What's up? I didn't just build a code breaker, I've built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code breaking game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, we'll have access to the computer. Make sense? Amazing, I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. It wasn't hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom who thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Oh, I love that. Anyway, I figure we can play this game here and there during our date, try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not for the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Sounds good to me, Terra. I mean, I could ask if this will work, but really, what? No point worrying about it now, we don't really have much of a choice, so it's go time. Bahahahaha, I'm a genius, Eli. She cackled maniacally. You are. I'd like to spend today with Terra. Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Try not to spend all of it playing games though. Believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want in a primetime slot. No promises, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. Sorry, Kat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey Eli, you have to play some games? I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other games. It is, sweet! There's no stopping Terra when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we're trying to do. Even if Terra and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Allie, it didn't make moments with her any less special. If I forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is like a fun day at home with your partner. How about Terra is the best? It's worth a shot. Nope, doesn't work. The nerve of them. Terra rules? That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe add a 0123 at the end of it. Thank goodness we have the codebreaker running in the background. Time to switch gears, let's give Kat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Good God, Eli, why the sun? Go on without me. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? And there's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game we just played? Sure. How about Damien Black Socks? Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black Socks? Not that either. How about Eli? I had a feeling it might be that, right? Oh, come on now, you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. It works. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Ding ding! The two of us looked at each other like deer in the headlights. What? We cheered as if our favorite team just won at a sporting event. Wait a minute, why would the password be your name? That doesn't make any sense. It does. It does if Cat still has feelings. Well, okay, here's the thing. It's either Cat still has feelings or like, or we're more important than we think we are. I guess, right? That's the only thing. The only thing. My guess is as good as yours. I have guesses. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. I mean, like I said, right? Very first episode, I was talking about Kat as the original lover, and we were kind of right, but then she betrayed us, but then what if she had feelings? I think we've had enough games for today. I never thought I'd hear you say that, Tara. I'm full of surprises. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome, let's go! We ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Tara was still a lot of fun. And we're in! The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder called homework? Whoa, that is definitely a porn folder name. I'm sorry, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Corn? Is it corn? Corn! Tara was about to open it until Allie intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? Forget why we're here for a second, sure. Let's see. Allie started going through the folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Tara started downloading all the files to her console. Doesn't look like there's anything here about why my name was the password. That's because it's sentimental. That's sentimental! I told you! She still has feelings. All the rest of us could do was give Allie and Tara the space they needed. Seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Allie, especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got it after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right. Let's not jinx it! So what's the first thing you're going to do when we're out of here? I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That is a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor and make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you can both be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun of life, just figuring it out as you go. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. That's pretty much on my plan at this point, too. Guess who's back, bitch? What Tara wants to say is we did it. Guess who's back, bitches? I've got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive. I'd never seen Allie so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oof. That's fantastic. I really do have 5 hands. That's such a relief. I'm so happy for you, Allie. Good job, Tara. You cracked the code. Not all at once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. We didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Well, I'm not touching that one. I'm gonna go back here. Like I said, I'm just being careful. Not having the internet is the best thing ever. I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Allie. Wow, are we really gonna be able to leave? We followed Allie out of the mansion, through the forest, and to the hangar. Oh, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now. Allie pulled out the master key and swirled it around her right hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and put the key into its lock. It doesn't work, does it? She tried to turn it, but it didn't work. I had a feeling. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Cat use this key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't know. It was rare that Allie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Eli, you would fly in a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Eli. I can't refute that. That was definitely us. How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane, it just has to be during tomorrow's date. There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we'd still have a chance. Exactly, the rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach to avoid suspicion. Then when you get the plane, you run over, you pick us up, and we're out of here. This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'd be in a tight spot without you. It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we would be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Cough, speak for yourself. I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. We would shut down the second you reach the beach, Tara. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we'd do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure, though. We weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Let's do that just in case. Well, what do you know, Eli? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling? Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. I'm excited to see how a date with Allie would be. Oh, you've got a real surprise in store. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her? Spend some time together while we set things up for you. Sounds like a plan, Cat. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder is okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off. Fair. I waved to Kat as I went on my way. Just as Kat said, Allie was by the beach. She's looking out at the ocean. Morning, Allie. Eli, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Allie's voice during the day and night was like day and night. Okay. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Allie. You better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached for my hand. Walk with me? I reached for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So what will you be doing when the show's over? First thing I'm gonna do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure that they've gone sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. I wonder what they are thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. Kat was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Allie doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. She pulled me along by the hand and into the forest. I have to say, Allie has really impressed me. Of course it was her deliberate plan to come into the forest and get to the hangar, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're going to love it. I saw it the same moment she did. All we could do was stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell. And who could blame her? The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without being burned alive. I bet they know. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. I had a feeling they know. We were at a loss for words, and in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow I just knew it was her. Sorry, Allie, Eli. There's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we've hit a few snags with the hangar. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. The thing is, I don't know. But I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to risk it. But I can't. I can't, or I'll be killed. And not just me, but everyone else. To hold myself back from giving away what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Kat might be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Kat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? We're still looking into it. And either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Eli? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this at me? We're really good actors. Of course, Allie. For the rest of the day, Allie and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew now more than ever, that we were trapped in Kat's macabre? I don't know how that word is. Macabre? I don't actually know how that word sounds. Puppet show. And Kat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Did we make a mistake? Did Four give us away? Should we have ever trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what do we even do? There's no way we can escape. Our last chance died with the hangar. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it, and the others would suffer for my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, Eli. I'm not sure exactly what this is, so I'm saving every so often, I guess, to figure it out. Look, I don't know, okay? I have to still play dumb, right? Because I don't want to give everything away. You don't look so good. I've been better. Kat, it hasn't been exactly sunshine and rainbows today. You really aren't much for acting, are you, Eli? Hold. No. I don't think it's any better, to be honest. What do you want, Kat? I'm not in a great mood right now. Can we talk later? Yeah, okay, whatever. It's the same thing. Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you all work together to try and find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason why you got this far. What do you mean? Just follow me. You'll save all of us time. We walked to the locked room near the games room. She took out her master key and span it around. You never really thought a bunny could take a key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. The others were inside, looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, Cat. How about two? First, your inside man was never 4. It was me. I mean, come on, he wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance at escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Ellie, those tanks never just bug out. You're the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Allie was at a loss for words and I was no different. What do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What? What? Do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Hell no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you, I even fell for you. Even 5 girls isn't enough? Unbelievable. Allie, please, not the time. And then you betrayed me. And shot me. There's no way we could ever trust you. You're just going to stab us in the back. Is that true, Cat? I'm ashamed to say it is. But I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance his tune. I had a feeling it was something like that. Not gonna lie. I mean, because she talked about how she did things for her survival. And so I'm pretty sure that was the case. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Eli, I really am. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because there was someone I needed to save. I know I must look like the villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. Look at my face in the corner there, just being like, If you're so compassionate, how come you burned up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did, Eli. If you'd actually flown as planned, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a cruel trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on this show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build the hangar and the plane. It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I've told you in the past, Allie, never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. All that Allie and I were in that plane, which was a little more than a flying death trap, sent a chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you won't ever make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me in my escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Kat leaned against a wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Can we really trust her? This might just be another trap. It's not like it'd be the first by her you fall into, Eli. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she'd done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You alright, Allie? I'm fine, I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive, that's what counts. She's right, you know? I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something. I mean, to be fair, right? Like, if we didn't, there's a chance that she found out that if she didn't betray us, we'd be killed, and she didn't want that. Because technically speaking, right, we were never killed. Despite all of the betrayals, we never died. We were still alive, just caught in this endless part of the island. But we're still alive. We still have our life. I wonder if that's to do because of Kat. You're right, Eli. And as much as I hate to say it, I think we'll need Kat's help, trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. We have to trust her. Sure. I'll be keeping an eye out on her, though. We can't afford to blindly trust anyone who says they can help us. Alright, Kat, if you want to help, you're going to need to answer a few questions. Ask away. What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. We haven't had the Battle Royale part yet. I need to let go of the Battle Royale. I need to let go of the Battle Royale, okay? You want to paralyze people with fear? You broadcast exactly what will happen if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that? I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Allie. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of a show as they'd remember previous versions that would have influenced their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really in danger. But my memory rewriter would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show where each was as if it were the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know that people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats. While I genuinely was afraid for my life. It's sickening. You were silent for a while. If you've been testing the show this long, then when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on the show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. I know Damien and I've said that we'd let you go, but that you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I've waited this long to try and help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I have nothing left to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Allies? At least till we're out of here? I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true, and my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. It's me, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, why else would the password be our name, right? Then it's a deal. Allie shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore and we don't have any time to waste. Don't know what happened. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on the island? A boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island which performs 2 functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. That's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Allie. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it'll get fried, unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that will have that signal is a boat. I'm betting it'll be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but but not from people on it. The ship itself would be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for. That still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. The last time I checked, there's hundreds of them and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that just might work. Though I have to admit it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. Yui explained her plan to us with a renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we have just the amount of time we need. This just might work, Yui. You're a mad genius. It's crazier than anything I'd imagined and crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? Apparently so. The others went off their separate ways to help prepare for Violet's plan. It was Yui's plan, right? Never mind. But Kat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Kat, I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way. And I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say, to try to make you trust me, is that we both have people we care about, Eli. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. Oh. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat, and more, and yet somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Violet's plan either way. I trust you, Kat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be, I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry at me and more, no? I've gotten to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple of weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me? You're also incredibly crass, you keep secrets from everybody, and you finished? But I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. And you made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. Yet you did, over and over. Must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing all this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Eli. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've ever done for you, the others, it's all been for my own selfish reasons. It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment, well, I mean, sometimes the things you do for yourself, if they end up benefiting others, who's to say, right? Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I guess benefit is probably a weird word. Like to actually genuinely help others, right? I don't know. Who am I to really say? I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It's as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. Yet somehow I know I'm closer than I've ever been. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work making sure other parts of it went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them, and she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Terra and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Terra used Kat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Terra found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Then when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission, Allie took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once it did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's here? You bet. You should have seen the other ones that tried to run. I made sure that everyone who came stayed too. Perfect. Everybody's eaten. As they should have. It's fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. They drugged the food? I'm kidding. I'm going to go ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. Oh. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as can be. Great job, team! We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Allie. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa, are the fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do but wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know, that sounds great. That sounds lovely, let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Terra. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise and exercise. Hallie picked up Terra over her shoulder. And away we go! Come on, come on. Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had, out of the nights that I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. It's later than usual. You think they're on to us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're on to us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour more, then another. We were losing hope. I guess It's here! Kat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must be massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped into the bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening a door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it, Footsteps, a door would open, more footsteps, a short pause, footsteps again, a door would close, repeat. Over and over, closer and closer till it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Footsteps later, my door opens. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering somewhere under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. It feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move with every nerve in my body. When every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're onto me. I can't help but ball up the fist in my hand. Never mind, we're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me than outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like I've never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy. Where's Tara? Wait, where's Tara? Yeah, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we have just a thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlet and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, though. You didn't. No, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. What, brains, bananas? Brains, bananas, brains and bananas. Brains accounting, shut up, grr. Hundreds of zombies littered the field. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make shit, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we have just put a sleeping agent or something like that in? Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to the boat, right? Don't worry about it, I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it, let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we got off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Let's not waste any time. We rushed onto the ship and then straight for the captain's deck. We're on the boat. I can see the background change. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with and I need to fix it because we've been here before, right, Cat? It was you and me here. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Eli? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. Ooh, fancy. It was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange, where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Cat got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when are you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Kat. I get it now why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us, jeez. We can talk more later, if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Kat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it, we're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It is hard to believe, but it is true, we did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. You really did. Thank you, Kat, you really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The intercom rang out. Oh no. Kat turned white as a sheet when she heard a voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding, I guess you learned at least something in school, Kat. Not enough clearly, but hey, it's something. That's gotta win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud at the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Eli and those other bitches, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on the boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him in what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself in a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for you to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you had 2 people's handprints with producer level clearance. Sure, you've got Kat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We've no choice but to go back. Hello, he's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this thing around. We've got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking? I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other and then none of us will be making it out here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Eli and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only 2 people here who can do anything about it. I also have the producer level clearance, don't I? I mean, my name's the password, right? What do you mean by that? I thought only you and Damien. I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Eli, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way we're letting Eli go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please, you know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand.